Well, like Huey Lewis once said, it's hip to be square. The Kia Soul has always been square, and now it's redesigned as well. So, is it even hipper? Let's find out. Well, from the side, it's pretty much the same. It still has that trademark square shape. The front fascia has been redesigned, and now it blends in well with other Kias too. Plus, the headlights are larger and LED. The rear has also been redesigned, but even with all that, it still to me is easily recognizable as a Kia Soul, and that's a good thing. When it was first introduced, I really thought they were trying to copy the Land Rover, but to me now it looks less like that. Inside, the interior has basically stayed the same. There are some more exciting colors available, including houndstooth on the high-end Soul. The Soul insignia is definitely well represented in the interior. You get power windows and door locks plus keyless entry, and controls on your steering wheel for Bluetooth, and also some radio functions. The console storage is pretty large, and it's a nice use of space too. You get 2 cup holders here. Here's your 6-speed manual transmission. That replaces the 5-speed. You get 2 phone chargers, plus a place to hook up your smarter iPhone. You can keep change down there. That's nice. Here's your ventilation system. And above, of course, you have your radio, and you also get Sirius Satellite Radio Standard. The upgraded stereo has more watts, and it also has the UVO voice-controlled system. There's certainly nothing wrong with the night look of the dash, but it would be a lot cooler with the speaker light show. Don't worry, the Soul interior does carry over to the rear seats where you can fit 3 people pretty easily. You also get a cup holder in each door. In back, there's lots of room for whatever you want to carry with you. And of course, you can fold the rear seats down for even more room, 53.4 cubic feet to be precise. My test car has the larger 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which makes 164 horsepower and 148 pounds-feet of torque. That'll get you to 60 in just over 7 seconds. For the 2-liter, fuel economy is rated at 26 miles per gallon in the city and 34 on the highway, with 29 overall. If you go for the 1.6-liter, it'll be better by 1 mile per gallon in each category. The entry-level 1.6-liter makes 138 horsepower and 137 pound-feet of torque. You can expect a 0 to 60 time of around 9 seconds. So for 2012, the Kia Soul has been totally redesigned, and new features that you get are traction control and also hill hold assist, which makes it so you don't roll backwards on the hill. Now, pricing. Pricing starts at $14,650 for the Soul, and at the top of the range, you're out the door at $20,350. A fully loaded Soul will run you about $23,000, and that's with all the bells and whistles like navigation and the more advanced audio system with UVO voice control. The clutch pedal effort is very easy, and the throws are what I would call medium to long on the shifter. Now, it's a 6-speed, so you can always find the right gear with the right power, plus you get better fuel economy overall. Well, the suspension hasn't really changed since the Soul came out, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I have the 6-speed version, and before I tested the 5-speed version, so if you have the ability to shift, then of course the Soul feels a bit more lively just for that sake, and you always feel like you have more power because you can always put it in the right gear. But in terms of actual handling, well, for really what is an entry-level car like this, and what is also basically an SUV-sized vehicle, it actually holds the road pretty well. Probably better than you'd expect it to, and that's a good thing. So just like Huey Lewis said, I think it is hip to be square. You know, the Japanese have been making square cars for many, many years now, and they're very hip over there. They continue to be hip. And Of course, they're popular in America now. You have competition from the Scion XB and, of course, the Nissan Cube, which I've also tested. But the Kia Soul is a very strong contender. It's very strong also in the fact that it has a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and also a 5-year basic warranty with 24-hour roadside assistance. So that's all good. And what's also good is that you get a very affordable, basically SUV type of vehicle that you can get into for, I mean, really just $14,000. That's great value there. And it's got a hip look, and it's got definitely ways to equip it for young kids, even a light show on the speakers, things like that. Even some luxury available with the houndstooth. Very nice all around. And so I think, yes, the Soul remains a hip car, and it's a strong contender. I'm Drivin Ivan Katz.